guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please click the please click the subscribe button, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I actually really appreciate all the comments I've been getting. Some people who know me personally have been sending me direct messages to sort of critique some of my videos which I like, or suggest certain things that I should do, and I actually appreciate it. Please keep it coming. So today's episode, like the topic, I'm sure you've seen the title of this video already. That's why you click to watch. Yes, where do I begin? Okay, so while in school doing my diploma, I'm not sure, mommy, if you see this video, sorry, I'm not sure I ever told my parents this, but I'm doing it now. I'll probably even call her and tell her before she sees this, I don't know. So I was actually robbed in Jos. I was supposed to be in a hostel, but I wasn't in a hostel. I had a friend who stayed off campus. I went to her house. I think that was my first experience with robbery, and it shook me up, and I feel like it still lives with me till date because I was traumatized. And it wasn't like I experienced just that. While in university, I was robbed 3 times. Yes, it wasn't, you know, the roadside robbery that happens, like you're walking and somebody comes to you and try to take what you have on you. That also happened. What I'm talking about is armed robbery, you know, those ones that come with gun. Anyway, the third one wasn't gun, was knife or cutlass or something. Anyway, so my first experience was in University of Georgia. I went to my friend's house off campus. I was staying with my cousin at the time, an older cousin, at the hostel, village hostel. But I went to spend, I think, the weekend with my friend off campus, you know, because we were in the same department, in my mass comm department. So I went to her house and stayed for the weekend. Then, you know, we're asleep in the middle of the night, and then all of a sudden we started hearing gunshots. Open the door, open the door. If you don't open the door and we get to you and we break into your room, we will hurt you. So initially we didn't open the door, I and my friend. Initially we didn't open the door. I remember hearing gunshots and like a loud bang. So some people, because her room was like at the end of, like, when you walk into, when you open the gate, her room was like on the end. You know how they build hostels or off-campus hostels in Jos? They're like self-contained rooms, like long, arranged in like a line, sort of. So she stayed at like the other end of the gate, if you get what I'm saying. So the ones that stayed closer to the gate, some were opening their doors before the armed robbers got there, before the guys got to their room, and some they had to literally use stone to break their door down. Mind you, these doors are not wooden doors, they are metallic doors. So they were using rock to hit the door continuously till it broke down. And they said, you know, if you allow us if we break the door down to get to you, then you'd be in trouble. And we heard the loud bang, so we knew they were breaking in to certain people's rooms that were refusing to open the door. So at that point, we also heard some doors opening. So at that point, I and my friend knew we had to open the door and let them in, because if they forcefully get in, they'll beat you up or do whatever, and we're just scared. So we opened the door basically, and they came into the room. They took our phones. At the time, what phone was I even using? Like, how much did I have on me? It wasn't like I had maybe 20,000. At that time, 5,000 was a big deal. So collectively, they probably did not get that much from I and my friend. I can't remember the exact figures they took, but they took our phones, and you know, yeah, it was a horrific experience. They were saying vulgar things and shooting in the air so that cops couldn't come close. Nigerian police force might not come close when they hear gunshots, so we were not expecting the police to get there, basically. So they came in, you know, shot in the air. They did what they needed to do. They robbed, and so one guy even did not open his door. When they broke into his room, the way they beat him up like a thief, like he was the one that came to rob them that were robbing. So it was very traumatic for me, and I remember being so scared to sleep at night for a few days after that. And then I eventually got a place with a friend off campus. and the same thing happened again. We were robbed in the new house. So at that point I just knew there was no point staying around that area. I was around, I don't know if you guys know Bauchi Ring Road. Then Bauchi Ring Road wasn't so put together as it probably is now, because I've not been there in a long time. But then the place was still almost deserted, so they were building houses like far from other houses. So it was a terrible experience, and then I sort of got over it because I got another place in town, Apata, and the place was a bit secure. Not a bit, it was very secure. I was there with my sister and another friend who was a neighbor that was also a classmate. And I sort of got over it, and I felt more comfortable till I started my degree in University of Benue, in Benue State University. And there as well I was also robbed this time around, because I also stayed off campus. I also stayed off campus by myself. I initially stayed with a friend, and after a while I got my own place. So a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine at the time, was also staying with me. I think we were even studying for exam. It was exam period, and my gen was on outside. Then from nowhere, it was like early hours of the morning, the gen just went off. Like, the person unplugged the connection that supplies power to the house, and the next, as it was going off, another person was breaking in, like, and that one, my door was even wooden door, so that one didn't take more than one kick to hit it open. You know, it just came in. They just came in, and your phones, your money. Like, they just took everything. They took our phones. They took our money. Did I have a laptop at the time? I'm not sure. But they took stuff from us. And at that point, I don't know what came over me that I felt the need to chase after them, because immediately they left. I came out and I started shouting, thief, thief, thief. Unlike the previous times that I was too scared to do anything. They called the police and did all of that. When I was in Jos, they called the police and stuff. The police did not get there till probably 9 a.m. Like, it was so bright out when the police got there. But when my robbery in Jos was different, because in Makurdi, rather, Benue State, was different because immediately they left. We came out, we're shouting, thieves, thieves, thieves. So students came out when they heard our voices and started, like, looking around the area, because it wasn't like the area was deserted. There were too many houses around there, so they couldn't have gone far. Anyway, they chased and chased, and I think they got the guys and were able to identify our items, because they were not the only ones that were robbed that night. We went to the station, and then they gave us our items back, which was good. If you've experienced any kind of thing, robbery that has scarred you, please share and we can talk about it and probably heal together. Basically, all through my school years, I was robbed 3 times, 3 major robberies. So it wasn't like they were all petty robberies. They were major, scary robberies. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video now so I don't start to think about stuff. And let me know what you guys think. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to subscribe if you like what you see. Yeah, do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.